everybody, this is Azure, and I'm going to do a walkthrough of the Family Tarot deck. So I posted this one in Tarot Nerds because I really liked the Death card, and when I used the search function first, go me, I noticed that there were no posts about this deck, so I wanted to kind of go through it with you guys. So I got this on Amazon. I think it was like 30 bucks, something like that. And it was interesting to me because it is a collaboration of 62 artists who I couldn't tell you if they were famous or not because that's just not my thing. So the deck literally came in this box. That was it. It did not have a guidebook. It was wrapped just in a little plastic binder. It comes with this, just listing all the artists. This is like the same front and back. It was made in 2016. It says published, painted, and created by People for Peace Art Collective. So pretty cool. It comes with this, which is, I think, intended just to be a blank card for you to contribute your own masterpiece. So it's a little canvas for you because this is how all the cards are kind of formatted. This is the back of the card. The lighting in here is not the best, but I'm hiding from my child. So it's kind of a burnt orange. So the lighting on here's pretty true to color. The blue is more blue. It's like an aqua color. I'm going to definitely edge this. I haven't decided if I'm going to trim it yet. The borders aren't 100% the same, but I will definitely be edging it, and there's so many colors that you can pick from. So let's get started. All right, here we have the Fool. It's an old man representation. It's interesting. Magician. The High Priestess. Kind of like the concept for her. The Empress, being very empressy in her emperor region. The Emperor. Now this is intended to be the Hierophant, but it's labeled, well, one, it's labeled as Faith, but it has the Roman numeral 6. You can barely see it down there, which it's supposed to be 5. So, other than that, I kind of like the art. I'm trying to see what he has in his hand, like in that hand. I don't really, it looks almost like an upside down tree. I'm not sure if anybody has any opinions on what that is. You'd have to look very closely. The Lovers. The Chariot. Excuse me. Not all the, some of them are numbered, some of them aren't. Some of them are misnumbered, as in the Hierophant. So this is supposed to be Strength. So you would really, excuse me, I know that's annoying. You would really need to know this deck to know that this was the Strength card. Like, I'm not going to forget this is the Strength card because I need to remember that it's the Strength card because it's just so out of place here. I mean, it looks like it's got some lava. Okay, so I don't mean this to be offensive in any way, shape, or form, but I'm going to show you the Hermit, and it literally looks like something that I doodled in my math class or something like that. hold on. Okay, there is a volcano eruption happening right here. And there's this orb here with a shark head in the middle of it. So yeah, this is like a Where's Waldo of like doodles. I don't even know. There's so many things that are in here. I think that's, for those of you who've ever seen like Adventureland, or no, Adventure Time is the Cartoon Network show. There's characters from Adventure Time here. I think that's supposed to be like the main character. I'm sorry, my nails are horrific. Here, and then there's like that Ice King guy. So this is a very interesting interpretation of the Hermit. Maybe it's like a pop culture type of thing. Couldn't really tell you, but there is a shark in the middle of the volcano eruption. All right, Wheel of Fortune. Here we have a very Eminem looking Justice. The Hanged Man. Very beautiful representation, in my opinion, of death. Temperance. The Devil. The Tower. If you're like me, the Star is like one of your favorite cards in every deck, and so you really can't wait to see what it's gonna look like. So we have the Star, which is kind of cool. It's like a very Starry Nights-esque. We have the Moon, the Sun, sorry, I was trying to see what those clouds were. They were like people, look like kind of figures. This is a really pretty card, Judgment. And the World. So yeah, that's your major arcana. We have a mislabeled Hierophant. We have some interesting stylistic choices. Well, let's keep going. We're gonna start with the Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords. 2 of Swords. 3 of Swords. The 4 of Swords is beautiful. 5 of Swords. 6 of Swords. 7 of Swords. 8 of Swords. Not really digging the art on that. I mean, I'm not here to judge the art. I'm here to judge. Whatever, I'm here to judge everything. I don't like this 8 of Swords. I do like this 9 of Swords. And I also really like this 10 of Swords. I don't like that it doesn't have the 10 swords, but I really like how it emphasizes this concept of like, you know, hitting rock bottom, but now you're able to kind of like see the light from that. So I do like this horizon there. Page of Swords. Knight of Swords. It's labeled, it's just very hard to see. I really, really like this Queen of Swords. And I love that they use the butterflies. King of Swords. So you can see the borders are mostly the same, and then every once in a while you'll have an outlier. Or like a thinner border. So I'm not the most careful and perfectionistic when I do trimming. So we'll see if I decide to trim this one. Let's go to Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles, or coins in this deck. 2 of coins. 3 of coins. 4 of coins. So I'll have to look at this a little closer just to see how I feel like that represents the 4 of coins. I'm not really seeing it right now. It's cool. It's cool imagery. The 5 of coins I kind of like. You still have that stained glass of the cathedral. So, I mean, it is easy to recognize what it is. 6 of coins. 7 of coins. 8 of coins. The 9 of coins. I'm not 100% sure what's going on in this picture. It really looks like a duck. Like, here's a duck's legs, its body, and its little wings with its head in the sand. I would say a duck, not an ostrich, because ostrich doesn't live near water. I don't know. Somebody help me out. I do like this 10 of coins. I always like when they have the little white dog. Okay. Here's our page. So it says on this tombstone, human, Huemann, so human. He was born 4/1/1902 and he died 11/22/63. Don't know. I feel like 11/22/63 feels very like historically significant, and I'm gonna feel like a not so smart person when I figure it out. But hey, I didn't research before I did this. 9 of Pentacles, coins. Queen of coins. Our King of coins. He has a pineapple. Let's go to our cups. Ace of cups. Not liking that. 2 of cups. 3 of cups. Digging it. 4 of cups. Definitely digging it. I really like the color scheme here. 5 of cups. Really kind of hard to know what's going on there. 6 of cups. Our 7 of cups. So part of this deck, or part of the writing on that one card, is that it was a project that took some people a day and other people 3 years. I hope that did not take them 3 years, but you know what? If it did, they finished it. Okay, so I really like this 8 of Cups a lot. I like how I can't tell if they're facing the cups or if they're facing away from the cups, but I like how it's like walking into this darkness, almost like walking into the unknown and leaving that behind, even though it's, you're not sure what's there. It might be a little scary, but 9 of Cups. Pisces symbol. 10 of Cups. So you can see there's like almost these 2 people. I mean, it is 2 people, but Yeah, I feel like this would have been like a more like a lover's card. I feel like it looks very similar to the lover's card in the fountain. Just when it comes to like those two figures facing each other. Here's our Page of Cups, which feels more like an ace to me. Our Knight of Cups is amazing. Our Queen of Cups. Kind of just figure out here. Why? I don't know, but here's the King. It's the King of Cups. All right, so let's go to our wands. Here is our Ace of Wands. Our Two of Wands. She's literally at a crossroads. Between a fiery sun and then some kind of star pole with some doves. Our Three of Wands is interesting. Four of Wands. So the arms say energy, will, desire, and charisma. And there is something written here, almost like Disney level of like Simba and like the dandelions, trying to figure out what that says. I can't tell you. Perfection is okay, so it says perfection. I'm pretty sure it says perfection is, I don't know. So anyone that has this deck has figured it out, please let me know. Oh, scary alert. We have the Five of Wands. Six of Wands. She has won the day. The Seven of Wands. This gives me more of a Ten of Wands vibe because I mean, honestly, I'm not sure what, is it a figure carrying a bundle of sticks up a mountain? I'm not quite sure. Eight of Wands. That would look pretty next to the Death card, I think. Nine of Wands. I don't know why. There is a snail on a spiky twig. Yep, with eyeballs. The Ten of Wands. He's defending his wands from something. This kind of looks like the snail. Maybe it's the same artist. Page of Wands. Knight of Wands. Queen of Wands. And last but not least, Santa Claus, otherwise known as the King of Wands. So that is the family deck. It's big. Oh, I do want to see for my own gratification the Death card paired with the Eight of Wands, just because I think that they would look pretty with each other. Okay. Okay, this is more purpley than I just thought it would be, but still, I like these two together. So, back to the deck. It is a giant, almost square. I don't know, is that a rhombus or is a square a rhombus? I don't know. I almost failed math. So, very big. Trimming it, it would still, the borders aren't that significant. So if you have small hands, or you don't want to like what I call the Oracle shuffle of doing that, then trimming it would help a little bit. But yeah, all the backs are like that. Trimming it won't really affect the border. I just like did something to the card doing that. The cards themselves are pretty thin. Yeah. They're not like super horrible thin, but I wasn't really expecting any better. Shuffling, I riffle shuffle when I can. They shuffle okay. They're a little slick, but they're not too slick. I mean, honestly, for how big they are, I could still easily get my hands across them, so not too bad. But yeah, so that's the family deck. So 63 artists, 62 artists, 3 years, 1 journey. Published, painted, and created by People for Peace Art Collective in 2016, so that's cool. And then you get your own card to contribute to it, which I thought was pretty sweet. Yeah, some of the symbolism makes no sense. Some of them are straight from kind of Rider-Waite. I will probably, on some of them that are like super vague and or not labeled, will write on the card what it is. So I'm not sitting in the middle of everything trying to figure that out. Like this 10 of Cups here is a perfect example. It says here in this block, 10 of Cups, that yellow font or coloring, but I mean, honestly, it would take me, I would have to be like, oh wait, this is the 10 of Cups. And then some of them aren't labeled at all, especially some of the majors, and with it being kind of very, very loose interpretations or completely misnumbered, like the Hierophant, which tells me that person, like, who invited you to the tarot party, man? But yeah, so that is the review, or walkthrough, really, of the family deck. It didn't really seem to be one person's vision, so there's like no guidebook. It is kind of cool to have, and I mean, I like that I got it. I wanted something kind of different to put in my collection, and I like that, you know, supporting, like, you know, artists, who probably appreciated that I bought their deck. And yeah, the end. Thank you for watching my video.